a little bit about why you're here.
Thank you, Zainab. We are here because of a project that we have been involved in between Joyful Women, the women's organization that I run. You know, Joyful Women has been around for 12 years. And of course, the main thing that we do at Joyful Women is women economic empowerment and financial inclusion. But we realize that it's one thing for the women to have money, but it is another thing for them to have good health. And so we got involved in a project with the Climate Works Foundation on where we are looking at short-lived climate pollutants. And what does this mean? Many of our women live in the rural areas, and definitely we know the ways of cooking. We use solid fuels, which is firewood and agricultural waste. And our women do their cooking in enclosed environments where there's no ventilation. And these pollutants, we realize that are affecting these women. So we came here to share the findings that we have gotten. We did a research for the last 2 years just to see how these pollutants are affecting women, and we've seen that the health of the women is impaired because of issues of pneumonia, issues of respiratory problems, and issues of even of TB. And it's not only women, because as a mother, when you're cooking, your children are around you, and so the kids are also getting affected. And even when you are pregnant, for example, like right from conception and carrying the pregnancy for 9 months, you realize that you're inhaling these pollutants, and it can affect your child even from birth. And we've realized that it inhibits the children even from reaching their potential, whether it is in health potential, whether it is in school and that kind of thing. So today we've had a side event where we have talked with our partners just to share the findings, and we want to see what we can do in the next step so that we can implement these findings. We are seeing that the world is going to a cleaner world, a greener world in terms of environment. So we want to help our women in the rural areas so that they can work in a clean environment and their lives can be better, because with good health, then women economic empowerment can also go a long way.
You're also involved in cycling, which is one of the climate smart solutions that are being pushed at this COP here. How would you use your position to influence policy so that we can adopt it as a country?
As a leader in my nation, and I'm talking with other leaders, I believe that I can influence policy because, for example, of course, in Kenya we have, there's already a bill, or there's already suggestions that have been taken to Parliament through Honorable Lesuda, so that she can champion issues of clean environment. What we are saying in Kenya is we need a just road system, because first of all, we know that there are many people that will not afford a car to go to work. It's good we have built roads and that kind of thing, but there are many people that will cycle. And you know, cycling, of course, is clean environment. Unlike the vehicles that produce the vehicular emissions, at least if many people would cycle, then definitely would have a clean environment. So we are championing for a just road system to also help in our environment.
Now, finally, before I let you go, women, the place of women in this climate conversation is something that even yesterday, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, it was UN Women Day, Gender Day,
yes.
But women keep being left behind. How can we get more women involved so that they know it's also about their rights and their health?
I think it is just continuing the conversation. Issues of capacity building and making women, giving women awareness on these issues. For example, I'm also here in COP26 for the first time. I've never been, but it's because of the conversation that I have had and thought about women. When we started this project, I realized that women need to sit on the table. It's true we are always excluded, but we also need to bring ourselves to the table, because as much as we think we are excluded, sometimes we also exclude ourselves. So I want to encourage women to come to the table, because we know that with the leadership of women, many things change. So yesterday was the Gender Day, and we saw conversations that would really bring women to the next level. In fact, I was in one luncheon meeting where I talked about issues of women. And so what I want to tell women is let's come to the table. Let's try to make our way. We know it is a patriarchal society, and it is a male-dominated society, but we can get our way. And it is just we need to have tenacity, and we need to have audacity to be able to come to the table. So I would encourage women just to come to the table, and once you're on the table, you'll have your seat. and the conversation can continue.
Great, thank you very much. That was 5 minutes.